I checked my call history right after leaving the house. Apparently it was Aichi. Usami probably with oh, I forgot. Going to get some ramen with him would be a complete waste of time. But it was just subjected to Gonza's lecturing. Maybe I should call Aichi back. No, wait, the true identity of Maou has nothing to do with me. I'm not about to expose myself to spending time with that irritating Usami just for a tip or two. Maybe I should blow them off and head to Tsubaki's house for a check-in. I need to keep an eye on them. It'd be bad news if they get desperate and call the police. What should I do? This might seem like a trifling matter, but this decision will greatly affect the actions I take from here on out. Ooh, let's see. So you have I'd rather go see Tsubaki, Usami. I'm here for my girl Tsubaki. Let's get involved with Tsubaki and her family. Well, in any case, let's just leave it for tomorrow. I'll meet up with Aichi tonight. I wouldn't want to bother Tsubaki too much. Wait, what? We're going with Usami anyway? What's the point of that? Okay. Aichi and Usami were waiting for me in front of the ramen place. Are you pinched for money? You have money though, right? At least enough to treat Aichi. Usami raised her chin proudly. Yeah, look at that smile. That fucking smile's adorable. I'll pass. I don't want to owe someone something just for some silly ramen. Actually, now that I think about it, since when do you eat things besides junk food, Aichi? Jesus. She has a $10 bill. It's not even your birthday, dude. Usami handed Aichi the 1,000 yen bill. Huh? There was something unusual about Aichi's hesitation. Could even this kid be affected by a guilty conscience? No. No. I suppose that was asking for the impossible. I have no intention of helping Usami, but... Oh, fuck yeah. Ah! Fuck you. This time, but this time AT's really overdoing it. If I do her a favor, Usami might open up to me. In a way, that's also unappealing. But, Aichi, your birthday's not until June, okay? Oh! Tsubaki said it was in it. Tsubaki said it was in her diary, and I remember it too. You were kicking up a fuss that day the same way you did today. In any case, your birthday's nowhere near today.
本当なんですか、栄一さん。
Oh no. Oh no. Come to think of it, I treated you to a huge parfait in a family restaurant last time.
どこにそんな証拠が？
I could get you the receipt if I go home now.
そんなのあるの？
Sure I would. It'd just take a second to find it.
浅井さんってレシートとか捨てきれないキャラなんですか？主婦ですか、あなた。
Usami mumbled. Better luck next time you're trying to scam for a meal,
栄
Eiichi.
一さん、誕生日じゃないんですね。誕生日だよ。僕って年に2回誕生するんだよ。そうきましたか。
She's impressed. And just what the hell is not bad about it? I don't have time to fool around with these two jokers. Let's just eat quickly and leave. I'm very busy. Fuck you, Eiichi! I exited the restaurant after the late night dinner was finished. Well, I'll see you both at school.
じゃあね。
Jane. I was stopped as I turned to leave.
ちょっと待ってください、浅井さん。
Oh no, this is where shit hits the fan. What for?
今日、浅井さんに集まってもらったのは他でもない。いや、僕もいるけど。
Usami adjusted her hair and
ちょっ
said,
と聞きたいことがあるんです。
About yesterday? Where did the ransom go? It must have bothered her all night.
はい。すなわち、ケースの中の株券はいつどこでどうやって消えたのか。
Oh shit. Lord if I know. The details Tsubaki had told me about it resurfaced in my mind. It happened at 9:30 last night, right? The Central Boulevard was all messed up because of Kanan's show.
はい。その時、ハンバーガーショップの前に置かれたケースが魔王に持ち去られました。
Did Tsubaki put it there?
はい。
But you already switched out the briefcase with the one you prepared, right?
はい。ですから、私がすり替えるより前の段階で、すでに株券はケースの中から消
Yo,
失
that's
していた
wild.
ということになります。
I see. How did the kidnapper get the ransom? This has nothing to do with me, but it sparks my curiosity.
ちょっと僕、話についていけないんだけど。
This doesn't concern you, Eiichi! The 50 sheriff certificates were all placed in an envelope, correct?
はい。
You're positive Tsubaki placed the shares in the briefcase in the first place.
その瞬間をこの目で確かに見ました。椿はデパートでケースを買って、その場で株券の入った封筒をケースの中にしまいました。
Did Tsubaki ever check the contents of the briefcase afterwards?
していないそうです。今日の昼に聞いたんですが、株券をしまってから、椿は一度もケースを開けていないそうです。
So Tsubaki just assumed that the shares were still inside the briefcase while she was running around the city.
私もですが。
She scratched her head and smiled ironically.
ねえ、僕も仲間に入れてよ。
So what do you want to ask? Usami frowned when she heard my prompt.
ズバリ聞きますよ、浅井さん。
Hmm? She took a step forward.
昨日、ケースは2度、駅構内のコインロッカーに預けられました。
Oh, right.
1度目は昼、椿が電車に乗って桜扇町に向かった時。2度目は夜、椿が東区の公園に向かった時です。
And?
問題となる駅のロッカーですが、1度目は私が見張っていました。不審者が近づいた様子はありませんでした。2度目はどうでしたか？
Oh, that's when we looked after it. So that's what she wanted to say. Usami had asked me to stay by the lockers yesterday. I didn't spot anyone strange near it.
細身で背が高く、黒いコートを着た男を見ませんでしたか？
Is that the kidnapper?
はい、魔王です。
Because you know there are plenty of tall, thin guys with black coats around here. How about how old he is? replied with confusion.
謎です。青年だと思います。
Early 20s? Older?
謎です。後ろ姿だけしか見てませんから。ただ、最近の若い男性はみんな背が高くて細くて、何歳なのかわからないですしね。
Apparently, Usami doesn't have anything conclusive on Maou. Alright, I get it. Point is, I didn't see a man like that while I was guarding it.
変装してたんじゃない？
H popped up.
いや、よくわかんないけど、待ってて欲しかっただけ。
No one approached the locker in any case.
確かですか？
I felt the piercing gaze against which even my deepest secrets have no protection. Absolutely. Well, I was a bit tired at the time, so I might have been a little out of it.
それだ！京介くんが犯人を見逃したんだ！
I'm gonna punch this guy. I apologize if that turns out to be the case.
いえいえ。自分も犯人を捕まえられなかった。
Okay. I yawned. Don't worry about it. I didn't catch the kidnapper either. Still, hadn't Tsubaki already locked the locker?
はい。椿はその鍵を持って市内を走り回り、東区の公園に現れました。
Well then, this is a non-issue. Nobody could have opened the locker and stolen the ransom without the key.
おっしゃる通りです。
Usami nodded in agreement. Oops, shit. She's playing with her hair again. Have you hit an impasse?
そういうわけでもないんですが。
Then you got an idea. Usami went silent. What? Don't tell me you're suspecting me again. I laughed as I tested the waters.
確かに京介くんは細身で背が高いよね。
This guy! And to tell the truth, I have a black coat too. Usami didn't laugh.
ねえねえ、宇佐美さん。京介くんがなんで椿ちゃんの弟を誘拐するっていうの？
Yeah, why do I have to be the one with idle enough hands to do something like that?
犯人の動機は未だ謎が残っています。そういった意味で行き詰まっていますね、私は。
Since you look so troubled, let me tell you some juicy news. This is rapidly becoming a pain in the ass. The stocks of Shiratori construction that the kidnapper specified? Usami started playing with her hair again. I've heard that they're going to plummet. Usami's fingers, lost in her long hair, suddenly stopped swirling.
本当ですか？
Not in the least.
どうしてそんなことを？
I heard it from father.
なら、魔王は今頃悔しがっているんでしょうか？
I don't know about that. Shiratori Construction's stock drop could be predicted by anyone with the tiniest relationship to the... Usami interrupted me.
株価が落ちるのを知っていて、身代金に指定してきたということですか？
Oh shit. It's pretty out there, you know.
なるほど。
She sighed. Just something to ruminate on.
大いに。
Ui! Usami took her deepest bow yet. Anyway, all we can do at that moment is pray that Tsubaki's brother returns
で
safely.
すね。
I turned as our conversation began to wind down.
どうもすみませんでした。失礼します。
Usami left.
っていうか、まだ弟誘拐されたまんまなの？やばくね？
It's getting late. Hiroki, come back safe, please. He demanded that she keep it a secret from her parents. Late that night, Tsubaki moved silently toward a nearby park, alone. She told her father she would be taking a walk. Although she never was good at lying, she wasn't scolded. Perhaps her father was too worked up over worrying about Hiraki's safety. Her cell phone had rang that day as she returned home in the evening. Tsubaki has been summoned. As she thought she might be able to get her brother back, she obeyed. She sat at the specified bench, awaiting Hiraki's appearance and the kidnapper's voice. A voice came from behind her. Do not turn around. It Its commanding tone forced a shiver up her spine. Though she hasn't sensed anything, the man was already behind Tsubaki.
まず初めに言っておく。
A nice dress, or, attire she's wearing. It was the voice from the calls. A voice she heard many times. Sure enough, it was the kidnapper.
興奮して後ろを振り向くのよ。私の顔を見たら大好きな弟が明日の朝刊に乗ることになる。
Dude, that's fucking brutal. Tsubaki couldn't help but get nervous. The kidnapper was right behind her.
返事はどうした？
わかりました。
聞き分けが良くていい。
Tsubaki felt like running away from this place.
今まで全部言うことを聞いてきました。ですから今度はあなたの番です。
Her knees trembled in fear. The terror overwhelmed her throat as it vainly attempted to form coherent words.
弟、返してください。
A sigh from behind her penetrated her ears.
全部言うことを聞いた。だと？
お金も渡しました。警察にも通報していません。
Tsubaki slowly explained the situation. What could the kidnapper possibly be disconnect with?
では、なぜ宇佐美春が邪魔をしてきたのだ？宇佐美が私を捕まえようとした。知らないわけではないだろう。
True, Haru had chased the kidnapper along Central Boulevard. She also swapped the briefcases containing the ransom. Could this have angered the kidnapper? Tsubaki came clean.
はるちゃんはあなたを捕まえると言っていました。
それを許したのか？
はい。
Tsubaki immediately began to wonder if she might have made the wrong choice.
はるちゃんはあなたを捕まえようとしたり、ケースをすり替えたりしました。それを怒っていらっしゃるんですか？
ケースをすり替えたりか。
He laughed through his nose.
キューバの仕掛けにしてはよく頑張った方だな。
Even so, it was all in vain against such a talented criminal. The kidnapper had already taken the ransom some
し
time
かし
before them.
椿、もし宇佐美の手口が功を奏し、まんまと身代金を取り戻していたら。
どうって。
Tsubaki didn't know. All she knew for certain was that his horrific voice which crushed and subdued one's spirit, was capable of inspiring the endless depths of terror.
お前は私に身代金を渡すと約束した。だが一方で裏切っていた。そういう人間に報いを与えるべきだと私が思っても何ら不思議はないだろう。
すみませんでした。
She loosed torrentile words of apology, swift and
宇
profuse.
佐美はこう言ったのだろう。身代金を渡したが最後、弟は戻らないと。
はい。人質はリスクの塊だからと。
私はきちんと返すつもりだったのにな。
Maou sighed.
考えてもみろ。人質を返さないということは殺害するということだ。
Each hair on Tsubaki's body stood on end.
いい加減分かってほしいが、私は警察とことを構えるつもりはない。警察を頼るな。それだけはしつこく念を押しておいたはずだ。
はい。
人質が帰ってこなかったらお前たちはどうする？今度こそ警察を頼るだろう。人を一人殺すというのは大変なことだ。必ず足がつく。
Mao's casual description of such monstrosities was far too detailed and concise for comfort. This subconsciously realization sent Tsubaki's stomach reeling, as she could no longer attempt to fathom his words without becoming ill. Tsubaki caved in and accepted his
お
claims.
前は宇佐美にそそのかされたということだな。
そんなつもりは、ハルちゃんはただ良かれと思って。
それは違う。
The kidnapper interrupted.
宇佐美が私を捕まえようとしたのはお前たちのためではない。支援だ。
A chill tainted the air.
知りたいか？
Tsubaki couldn't answer the kidnapper's questions. Her silence stirred up laughter from the
そん
darkness.
なことより弟を返してほしそうだな。
These words flung her back toward her mission. Lightly curling her stiff fingers, Tsubaki nervously asked.
返してもらえるんですか？
The adversary replied with a sigh which suddenly transformed into another bout of
お前
laughter.
が私の言う通りにすればな。
His wild laughter took a tight grip of Tsubaki's heart. That condition had been more of a threat than a request. Tsubaki's lips were shivering. She could no longer feel the chair in the air. She thought only of getting as far away from here as she could. She vaguely sensed a feeling of disgust at this man through the haze of fear. Maou. She remembered the time when Haru mentioned his name. Maou reached out his claws and closed the distance between Tsubaki and himself. Tsubaki always looked into her parents' eyes when upholding a conversation. Yet the courage to turn back, the courage to face the terror behind her, was entirely absent in Tsubaki at the moment. The wind blew. Maou whispered softly into her ear.